beating up toddlers on a playground. They're just gonna regurgitate things they read on Reddit. They have no idea what happens in the in and outs. They're literally gonna get demolished.
I don't want to debate if you're on my side though. I don't want. I'd prefer you to argue the points. And if you come in here sensibly, I'll just talk to you. I'm not gonna try and roast you. I want to legitimately talk to you. So if you have, if you are a normal person and not trying to be a dick, we can have an actual conversation. So. Do I just add? Just add. Let's get a few of these in so they don't feel like they're overwhelmed or something.
Coming from Judd, that's Rich.
Be careful, dude. You gotta get banned, bro.
Hello?
I'll try. I need to add you to friends list. Add me to friends list will be easier. There you go.
Bro,
Jumbo's
you're
done
playing
it.
a risky game by opening these messages on stream, bro.
True, yeah. I
You're
should
gambling
probably fucking.
Can you guys hear me clearly?
Yeah. What's up, man?
Yeah, what's going on, man? How's it going?
I'm gonna get another guy in here. What was that guy's name that I just did? Was it
Pussy?
Dookie? No, Jumbo. There we go. I want to get a few of you in here. You might have different opinions, so I'll let you guys talk separately, just in case you guys, you know. I need to rename my title. Let's go just chatting, and we'll rename it talking to Reddit. I should make this like a fucking weekly series because you guys are fucking entertaining.
Oh, that'd
I hate Reddit. I don't really go on Reddit much, but you know.
Oh, you disqualified then.
Well,
I got valid points though. I got valid points.
If he's got points, we can still talk. Yo, add me. Oh my god, fucking a heap of people just added me to friends. All right, stop for a second. Stop for a second, guys. Stop for a second. I want to talk to Redditors more than anything. Okay, so we'll talk to these guys. Let me add a few more though. Let me just see what
I would ask
Brad,
for
you need the Reddit internet janitor himself, Sky.
Listen,
man.
your take is bad, the worst. Yo, this guy's got to get added. His name is Bans Too Much. It's got to be a troll though. Let's get this guy in.
I would ask on Reddit if people want to come, but I'm banned from there. They still use my content though. Weird.
Yeah, we should have just DMCA them all, dude.
I do. I DMC them every time I do a clip on there.
All right. This guy's coming in too, dude. Now, just so you guys know, I don't plan on shit talking you people. Even though I shit talk Reddit as a whole, I will treat you like this guy's not coming, dude. Oh, he's coming. Here we go. Yo, Bands, what up, dude? Is DW here as well?
We only have 10 in a chat, by the way, so just to clarify that, you can only bring 10 people in here, I think, unless they updated it, which I don't know if they did.
You like shit. Do we need to make an actual Discord for this?
Why don't you just use your Discord? That way you can move people.
Oh yeah, I'll just join my Discord. That'll be way easier. And then I'll make a channel where you guys can join. I'll just drag us in. That way we don't lag and shit.
I'll go into.
That's fucking sensible. My Discord's actually gonna be used for something. Yo, don't do too much because I might get partnered again. And I don't want to get partnered. Oh, D-Dubs is here. This is gonna be fucking hilarious, bro. This is. Yo, can you guys actually hear me? Connecting. Oh, there we go. Yo, what's up?
Successful.
Yeah, we're good though.
You ready for some high quality content, D-Dubs?
Oh yeah.
You think dressing up as Batman is easy viewers? You wait for this. We need to do a weekly. Oh, there's John as well. We need John in here.
I feel like it's bad that we're giving it attention, but at the same time, it's hilarious.
It's entertainment. It's entertainment.
I mean, I feel like a viewer like me has valid points, in my personal opinion, though.
You sound like a twat.
I mean, I am a long-time supporter of the community and viewers. I mean, personal opinion. I mean, it's all you.
Yeah. So we listen. I'm willing to give everybody the non-insults to begin with, but you know, DW's on a different level. All right.
It's all good. All good. I've been watching since the Army days, so.
I guess Vesta, are you there or?
Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, let me get in Pemby as well. I guess if Pemby's there, there we go. So we get 3 you guys to start with.
You be saying it's like cute. You single or what?
All right, listen.
Hey, what's up?
But I don't know who wants to go first. It doesn't bother me, but let's hear what there is. I hope you guys have read this because I really want to hear.
What topic do you want to cover?
I'd prefer to cover
There's a couple that were brought up.
Whatever you want, to be honest, but I prefer any edgy upvoted comments.
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't paying attention when you were going through it.
First off, how much do you use Reddit?
Oh, I fucking hate Reddit. I don't get on there. I'm gonna be completely honest.
I don't know
But
if
I'm a
you're the
long-time
right guy for the
viewer.
job.
I am a long-time viewer, and I think that I have a couple respectable, valid points.
Okay, let's hear them. Let's hear your points. But what are these points specifically? I want them to be directed at us being a shit survey if possible. Because you sound too sensible to me.
I fucking love Nopixel, dude. I've been playing on the public search for a long time. But anyways, in regards to the case laws themselves, in regards to like hut charges.
Yep.
Hut charges as a whole are there to literally hold people until trial. At least that was the old version before obviously changes were made.
Yep.
The whole purpose of that was because these criminals had large amounts of let's say contraband, for example, when it comes to the drug hut.
Yeah.
So when it came to that, large amounts, you would be held for that amount. So in my personal opinion, like I said, I'm Switzerland when it comes to this. I do think that it was a little bit over the top when it came to holding people for a long period of time. But I do think it is necessary for people to be held for not as long as people were, but long enough to make the punishment be like feared in roleplay. And I think that was a legitimate factor. And when you took it away, like for example, when Tony made the example to Soze in roleplay when I was watching, some guy had already like hours later already started doing drug related shit, but he was released on a hut with like 40 plus grams of like coke or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's just like that. There's no consequence to it. And I understand your point.
The difference being is there is more consequence though. So if you look at it like this, right? Before they'd be in bail, they wouldn't be able to do anything, right? They'd essentially. So this was within a day. So he would have been in jail still for the whatever the 3-day period would have been. But now he'd be looking at 6 days, and in the new system, he'd also be able to be refused bail by the judges. So at that point, he's
how often do judges refuse bail though? That's the key thing to look at. How often do judge here
on the second or third holding, probably at that point they would hold it for till trial at that point.
Yeah, but that's basing the idea that people are actually going to fuck up and not want to get not get caught in general.
Okay, so what would you consider to be worse? Police pushing charges that are inconsistent and not what the meaning of the law is, just because they can, to quote unquote throw shit at a wall and see if it sticks, and have somebody in jail for something they shouldn't be in jail for 3 days, or they get jailed for those 3 days if they are found guilty. They still end up going to jail for the same amount of time. But at this point, the judges can seize their property. So if you find the drugs inside a warehouse, they can seize that warehouse. If they find it inside a car, they can seize the car. All those things also come into play now.
Okay. Well, I wasn't aware about the seizure thing until just now.
Let me answer on this.
Hang on a second. This is the problem. This is what it was discussed at the meeting, and the people that are telling you this shit didn't go to the fucking meeting. And that's why it's a fucking problem. It isn't our problem that they don't come to our meetings that we organize months in advance. It's their problem. And if they want to shit talk us without knowing that, that's on them.
The thing is with the holds now, or the hut charges now, is these things stack. So these people that are going out and they're accumulating 2 or 3 of these hut charges, it's all fun and games until those go to court, because they're looking at a lot of time and they're going to serve all of it. Because it used to be they'd sit in jail for 4 days, then they'd be out on bail for 2 weeks, they'd go to court, and then as soon as the court case is over, it's your time served. And it's like, What was
And
the
I
point?
understand that. I do. I actually no. That is very valid, and it's dumb because as soon as you would go to jail, you'd be found guilty or not guilty, whatever. Boom, time
Yeah,
served. I agree with
they
that.
both
Right.
have the negatives. They're both stupid. That's the reality. If this, I'm not saying this is perfect. I'm just saying there's less probability of somebody being fucked in the ass for no reason. That's all this has created. But the reality was the old system was just as stupid. Imagine going to court, being found guilty, and they're like, well, you're free to go now. How is that any dumber than the cops going, oh, you're free to go now instead? At some point, the judicial system is letting somebody go after being convicted of a crime. It's just fucking stupidity either way.
I mean, but why? Okay, so my question to you then is, who came about with the idea of having to hold somebody for this extensive amount of time for a hut charge?
You
Like,
mean-
how did
you
that
mean
come
to
No,
to be
begin with?
something
that's
of-
the whole problem. That's the whole issue. You're literally identifying the issue. There is no time that you spend waiting for trial. It's a fucking random amount of time. Someone serves 11 days for a trial where they get 3 days.
Yeah.
Like the system is
Or
flawed.
someone got up to 40 days or 30 days for the hooker, but that was somewhat because they were also denying lawyers and shit like that. So instead of someone being able to be held like pretty much infinitely, they can because the 3-day thing isn't necessarily there. The held in trial until trial could be for forever, really. They could get the bail, sure, but if it was like if it involved guns or murders or something like that, sometimes they will get denied, and then they're stuck there forever. But at least now there's a reason for it. But also, these charges were created to begin with the understanding that they wouldn't be abused. So
Okay.
also, this is so to give the atmosphere of the server. Okay, every time we wipe the server, we start somewhat serious and loosen up over time, because if we don't change the theme of roleplay, it will get stale. It doesn't matter if it's
stagnant? You're right.
yeah, it doesn't matter if it's like pure roleplay, immersive roleplay, or content oriented purely roleplay. It's the same with every other server before us. They die because they don't change around things. They don't have a big update and reset it like we do. So for the last 2 or 3 years, as the development side, we will push out an update for a wipe. We will for the first few months go pretty harsh on people and then slowly ease up. And without that, and without changing our times and how things work in the server, we don't get that aspect, and you'll die like any other server. If you don't adapt to it, then it's
Yeah, I agree with that completely, 100%. But I also want to touch on something. This is, you said it yourself, the server. This isn't real life, and a lot of people try to bring real life factors into the server, the role play experience, and that's where you have to differentiate the two. They're not the
That's
same.
the issue, and that's why this meeting was had, which would have been great if other people were there to listen to the fucking meeting. That's why when it's updated, every single case that is dropped by these judges, and they've all agreed with it. The judges that were there, Crane, Judd, the other dudes that were there. Now we'll actually use the case law whenever anything is somewhat edgy, and we don't know if it's RS or someone's arguing PC, whatever it is. They can now go and write it in the docket, in the MDW, and it will be there for every lawyer or police officer to look at. So if I, as a police officer, for example, the witness tampering, wanted to see what the definition of a witness is, I would be able to search thereafter this case, type in witness, and it would just bring it up. And I'd say there'd be 2 or 3 other cases. So the penal code is like you don't consider it the true definition of everything. It's just a brief. Same with the wording above it. The title and the shit below it is a guide. It isn't the law. So that's why we have the judges. But once they define that, you'll be able to search that, and then you'll be able to see why it is like that. So
I think that's where there's confusion then, because people thought that was law. The definition is directly below the charge, so therefore they were charged based upon that actual
it is
description.
to an extent. Like, I mean, it is. That's what it's a guide to the law, but you can't write fucking a paragraph of because for example, witness tampering, you need 2 definitions of those words in our legislation just for that alone, and you can't write that in a penal code that's
Charge
1 or
in
2
itself
sentences.
is flawed, and I can tell you exactly why it was, because I reread over and over again that exact
dumb.
description. It's
We know
basically
it's
like
dumb.
2 charges in one, basically.
Yeah,
if you look at it.
okay. Either way, it's irrelevant. I think For you, I think I can understand your points of view, but like I said, I feel like you just don't understand that there was a meeting and there's more things that are behind the works that
I
weren't
understand
talked
that.
about. So
No, I do. I do. I'm just making like the counterpoint, if you will.
yeah,
But I do.
okay. I want to know from you other guys, is there it doesn't have to be about this, by the way. It can be about anything you think that we are doing shit in the server. So
And
I don't
Penta's
know.
up there, by the way.
I don't know if Pemby or Ved, you guys want to talk about it?
Yo,
I'm gonna drag you out, True. By the way, I appreciate you talking, but you're too smart
problem.
for this
Appreciate you, man.
shit, I think.
all right. I actually just wanted to clear the air. If you look in the high command chat before you even went live, Koil, DW and I were talking about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wait, this new system probably is better.
Yeah. Either way, listen. I honestly don't.
Oh, you just caught Reddit on fire.
I
Don't know
don't
what to
have
do now.
any
Uh-oh.
I don't have any grasp with all that shit, but the thing is the system, and this is why when Tony said, oh, you gotta, the judges do this, I know the judges fuck up. But the thing is, everybody has this opinion in the server that if I'm a criminal, the cops are wrong. If I'm a cop, the judges are wrong. If I'm a judge, the cops and the criminal are wrong because I'm the fucking judge. And then we as the Senate are gonna have to do the same thing. But instead of us saying pointy fingers or whatever, we need to not do something, and this is for everybody, by the way, not just police, this is for everybody. Just because somebody else is fucking around or we think it's fucking dumb, we don't do that to prove they're stupid, because by doing that, which is what I did today in irony, is I'm being just as fucking stupid, you know what I mean? And more stupid doesn't fix the problem.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
Like, does it even matter?
What's it
Like,
though? What is it? We need to define it and put it in case
any
law.
of it. Like, someone's always going to be mad about something.
Oh, of
and point
course.
To figure out someone. Does it actually really even matter?
Of course it does. I mean, so the only thing that I think matters with this is the reality that no matter what happens in Nopixel is people will do it's like IRL. People will push boundaries, and if we don't create boundaries that can limit the impact of others, but
I'm just here to farm question marks, by the way.
So the innocence side of things, right? Even I don't even know the full context with the witness shit, right? But I know for a fact the charge is fucking. It can be interpreted in so many ways that it can actually break. What I did today. I could put people in jail just because I interpret it like that on a cop. We don't know what is defined as lawful or unlawful in our own case law and all that sort of shit. So technically we can charge anybody for everything, and that's what the real issue is. But
I think that's a bit of a straw man, though.
It is.
I think that
it is. 100%
I think that
it is.
Well, what I'm saying is, when I charged Hut with witness tampering, it was a lot more
Hutch,
evident.
not Hut.
Thank you, Judd. It was a lot more like evident that his intent there was to delay evidence from being taken to a court.
Yeah.
Whereas, what was the bit today? Why were those charges? What was the?
Well, it depends which charges. If a cop has a gun, what's to define unlawful or lawful in our city right now? There's nothing in
If they
legislation.
have a gun, I guess having a weapons license would be the first place you could start with that.
Yeah. So when a cop screams at somebody and says "get the fuck on the ground" while pointing the gun at them, why? What's the charge? Is that something with verbal threats? What is that? Either way,
for not obeying.
Yeah, some bullshit. No, I'm talking about the police officer. So criminal threats, I think, is what it is. Yeah, criminal threat.
Oh, yeah.
So criminal threat is defined, and if you define it by what the penal code says, it is. By the way, this needs to be about Reddit because I really want to talk to some Redditors. But it says if I you point a gun at somebody and threaten them by getting them onto the ground, it doesn't say that you can do it as a police officer. It doesn't say
it's not a threat, it's a lawful order.
But what defines a lawful order in our legislation?
What he's trying
That's
to
the
say,
point.
there's no law saying that we as police have that authority to do so. So technically, we're breaking the law. So
this is what's changing. Okay, either way, the point is there's it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how we say it. There's charges that are stupid, but this is why we need the new system.
There's some charges that are
there's all of them can be pretty much misinterpreted to fuck somebody's day up. So
I don't, but and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to come at you, but I feel like that you saying that is implying that that is what what I'm intending to do.
Well, I mean,
I'm not going out of my way and targeting anybody.
no, I don't think you're targeting specific
Okay.
people. But when you say things like, oops, I shouldn't have focused the CG guy, or I'm going to throw shit at a wall and see how it sticks and shit like that, you don't do yourself any favors. Even if you're memeing, you don't do yourself any favors to him, not have yourself point in that direction.
Yeah.
Of course I'm memeing. I got fucking
Wow.
goddamn 4,000 goddamn 12-year-olds with their laptop logged into Facebook in one hand and their fucking dick in the other hand. Yeah, of course I'm going to poke fun at them.
Yeah,
you do the same thing, Koil. You literally do the same thing I do.
That's what I'm doing right now. That's literally what I'm doing right now. That's how you get content. But that's the point.
Of course I'm going to make fun of these brain dead fucking retards. What the fuck else am I going to do? What am I going to sit there and explain to them logically why I'm right and why they're wrong?
About it.
Hey,
that doesn't work.
No, my aunt was brain dead. Don't say that.
What do you? Okay, I'm sorry about your aunt.
Don't say brain dead. It's offensive to me.
Okay, I'm
Shut
sorry.
the fuck up, dude.
Judd being
was that hold on, Judd, was that actually was that like referring to someone specifically?
No. You said retarded, but instead I got mad because you said brain dead before it.
Yeah, because Curvy had a tweet about how she couldn't play on the server. That the only reason I'm saying is because that could come out in bad taste. What you just said.
Anyway, so this is.
So I just want to let you know that.
Okay, dude.
Anyway,
I'm actually just telling you because someone would. Someone would be like, Judd was making fun of it. So I'm letting you know that.
Let me
happened.
just say this though, Penta. Okay, we had this meeting, right? And there was the other judges and other HG there and shit. There's got to be more penalties with this. I mean, you said you like the changes and shit, but the point is like there's memes and this is like shat on and Reddit will toss it around like it is because of I guess the shit you say or the memes you do against these guys. I'm not saying I'm not saying that you shouldn't do it because I'm here doing the exact same thing, but to think that I won't say some shit about it and point out the irony is just
the irony in what?
Yeah, the entire situation.
What's the irony?
If you say I'm going to throw shit at a wall just to see how it sticks, and you charge someone for witness tampering when it's interpreted in some fucking weird way, the irony of me logging on a police officer and doing the exact same shit.
I think the problem you took like
the reason I charged him with
hold on. You took
hold
like
on.
three
No, hold
different
on.
things that he said.
I'll let you go.
Let him talk.
I've never and if I would love for you to point to a time where something that I've charged someone with what they've done doesn't fall in that definition. But I mean, sure, I said that. But I mean, if you read the charge, it literally says delaying evidence from being brought to court. That's what it says.
Well, let's read the definition and let's read the title.
Yes.
Like I said, the title and the definition is a guide. Okay, it's the same with gun trafficking and what they did there. It's a guide. It says and when it says circumstances, it's a multiple with brackets and an S. Circumstances. So just because you have one of this, you still have to look at the word gun trafficking, and what that is defined as.
So
what that would mean.
I can actually explain that because I think I was the first one to do that. I think that the reason people charge gun trafficking basically anytime there's over 6 is because transport is also within that definition, and they would have had to have transported the guns to their home.
That's the point.
For them to even be there in the first place.
Circumstance is plural.
But that law has changed for many different reasons.
The point still stands. It's a charge that can be interpreted into a way that if you do one of these, sure, it somewhat meets what is written in the penal code. But if you go to a courtroom and prove to a judge, they're going to ask you the same question. How can you prove they were moving these weapons and distributing them to other people? How can you prove this?
Well, trafficking is just movement, but it gained that portion of
it's
all of these additive guns. Oh, trafficking is movement. Is
Look at
moving a fuck
the
ton
look at
of
the penal
guns.
code. It says it in the first.
I know what it says,
Well, that's
but
the point.
it's changed because I forgot who it was. Got
It was
caught
literally
with,
like
This is
3
the
days ago.
funniest
guns.
chat I've ever fucking read in my life.
It was literally like
What?
3. It was literally like 3 days ago. This happened, Tony.
What are you talking about? No, I'm talking about the
funniest chat
evolution
I've
of this charge. It has not been like this. It has changed many times.
Yeah, but that's
It has
that's
literally
irrelevant
changed.
to the point I'm making. You're not understanding. We don't base this off
Look at how
off
mad they
any
are, Koil.
legislation. They're all the
Look at how fucking pissed they are. That's so funny,
you know,
is it not?
you know how to make it easier.
Look at
Vince,
how
tell your
fucking mad
viewers
they
to
are.
calm down. Tell them to calm down.
Fuck it. Fuck it up.
There you
Why
go.
not? It's just a
Subscriber
riot in the
only.
chat. Yeah,
There we
fuck
go,
it up.
boys.
Who cares? Fuck it.
So anyway, like the point is, I think we're all going to agree that charges can be, if used just via the penal code, be fucking busted, right?
Yeah.
Like, does anyone disagree with this?
Yes, and I've said this from a long time when Judd does this, because he does this all the time. I said, dude, why not just use common sense of what this crime is supposed to be like? Everybody knows what this crime is supposed to be. Why are we trying to interpret it because it's missing a period?
Let me say this, though. Let me say this, please. Let me just answer the questions, because then you will see why the meeting was important, and, you know, context to everything helps greatly. Can everybody agree? Actually, I'll even unmute my chat so you guys can say, oh, let me put it in emote only mode, and you guys can yay or nay, so that way we get an understanding of your opinion as well, because we care about your opinion, but I really want to get Redditors on here so we can argue with them.
I'm not gonna entertain Reddit, but
I
did just
dude,
want to
I
come
fucking
here
love
as
this
a-
shit. I love this shit.
No,
They kind of like me right
refuse
now. I've
it.
been on their good graces.
I've
But
been in the
I
bad
did
graces
just want to
forever.
come in here and say that DW and I were
Redditors
talking.
like
and
you, dude. I don't. What is your problem, Penta? They love you.
I
right
don't
now.
fucking like them.
Oh, don't say that. You might lose viewers, dude.
I'm not gonna lose viewers.
What do you think? There's 8.8k people on Reddit right now. They're our viewers, but you know, I think they're used to being shat on, so it doesn't
And
matter.
here's the thing. I don't give a fuck if I lose viewers. Fuck everybody that supports me. You're fucking dumb.
Yeah,
Penta,
You are
I'll
a
be
fucking
honest with
actually
you.
true. Imagine,
give a fuck.
imagine supporting
You think I give
people
a
that are
fuck
making
if I
hundreds
lose-
of thousands of dollars a year. Nice one.
You think I give a fuck if I lose viewers? I don't fucking care.
Anyone
give a
leaving,
shit.
anyone leaving,
Don't fucking
anyone
watch my
leaving,
stream. I don't fucking care.
Anyways,
anyone
listen,
leaving Penna's stream, you can come over to mine, no problem.
yeah,
there
same.
you go.
You guys
I'm
can all
streaming
stay
right
here.
now.
You're all welcome.
Easy.
But I still will shit talk you.
all
All right, listen. Listen. No, let me go through this.
out of his asshole, and I get a hate.
I
mail 'cause
want
it's
to,
Here's the thing, though.
he's
You
bad.
guys go all watch them, but guess what, baby? When they take the fucking $1 million Facebook deal, guess who you're gonna have to fucking come back to? Me, motherfucker. That's right. Because guess who's still gonna fucking be here, bitch?
Only
And
million.
you're gonna have to take this verbal assault because I'm gonna be the only one, motherfucker.
Yeah,
You
you just
stop
gotta be
saying bitch, that
careful.
almost got you
Twitch
cut up
will,
yesterday.
Twitch will, you know, not find you ad friendly. Be careful, dude.
Me?
Yeah,
I
or
got
me.
my fucking the fucking bounty board. I've been blacklisted off that shit for 3 years.
I haven't even got it yet because I'm Australian, so you know, that is what it is.
It's pretty good. You make a lot of money.
Yo, all right. So listen. Let me go through these. Just these questions. We can all agree that. Well, can we not all agree that the penal code is written in a way that can be abused severely?
100%.
Does anyone disagree here? That would probably be easier.
Well, I think if you're free to interpret it how you want, then no matter how you write it, it's gonna be
Judd,
abused. Right?
Judd, yeah, that's the
No,
point.
it shouldn't be like that. It
No,
should just be
listen.
common sense.
Let's just do these yes or no questions, please, because I don't want to fucking talk on this topic forever. I just want to.
Yeah.
I want everyone to know that we all agree with this.
Of course it can be abused, but I mean, if anyone is charging people incorrectly, isn't that against the rules OOC? DW, didn't you lay that out? Like that actually is.
That's the problem. How can you actually,
you can actually get
really
banned for
prove
that.
if somebody's stupid, or you know they're just doing it to do it and you know playing it off as dumb, or
Well, I guess
that's
you'd
the
have
right
to
interpretation.
I guess you'd have to ask them how they can articulate if if they thought that the charges fit.
Yeah.
And
Anyway,
then
so
from there it would be up to your interpretation.
Yeah. Either way, so I'm gonna ask you yours after this, just because I know chat will want to hear it. But so this is why we had the conversation. We had the meeting. This was discussed and how it can be abused, and it has like being questionably pushed otherwise. And the response was, yeah, you know, it can be abuse. And our discussion was, how do we make it feel severe without the possibility of somebody spending, you know, 30 days in jail if it was a murder charge, or 3 days if it was a or it could be longer if it was the old hut charges for like drug trafficking and shit. And that was start losing warehouses, start losing vehicles, and then having 3-day compiling charges if you're caught multiple times. And I see that as a much more severe penalty overall than what our current system is. Do you guys agree with that?
So anytime we find warehouses and properties involved in drug trafficking, you think they should be able to be seized?
You can file for that in the court, yes, and the judge can determine how that will go.
I have done that before, and it's only happened one time because it was a part of a plea deal.
Like I said, this is what the meeting discussed and what the direction we want to go through with. So it's not. It shouldn't be
then.
It shouldn't be a. This can be discussed if it happens. And there's like some sort of. I mean, what's the what?
What's the standard of taking? Because this has been like the problem and issue. Like what?
Well, Crane said he hasn't been able. So this is why the issue. This is why there's issues. Crane said he wasn't able to change the MDW, put in case law, do certain things, and he said he doesn't even know how to fucking seize a car. So it wouldn't surprise me if they don't know how to do the rest of it either. So he said he's had a car in his possession.
Crane has a car right now.
That's what I mean. He's got it in possession, but he doesn't know how to fully seize it for the state. So I think you can repo it, but not like completely.
What's going to happen, because this has happened in the past. Like
I think he doesn't know how to crush it.
This crime is not big enough for the removal of my property. Therefore I don't deserve this.
I mean, drug trafficking, of course it is. The thing is, listen, I go
just
do
one-time drug trafficking, you can just get your shit taken.
I do. Well, that's the point. It's got to be the way you have to prove that it wasn't used for drug trafficking, or the how you got the funds to buy it wasn't used for drug trafficking, some shit like that. But that's what our point was with it. So either way, for the examples you guys used today as well, somebody that gets caught twice in a row now has a 6-day sentence minimum. It's not one charge. It's going to be 6 days minimum. So, you know, within those 30 days, if somebody got caught like 3 or 4 times, they're looking at a 12-day minimum sentence as well. So, you know, before
they'll probably get more than that since they decided.
Yeah, exactly. So that being the minimum, if it stacks more and more, it's going to be even a higher charge. So that's why you know, we've pushed in this direction.
Yeah, I think it's good because I did think it was weird when we would get a big conviction and they would just get time served. You know, and I thought about it a bit last night and this morning when DW and I were talking. I didn't even read
what you guys had said, to be honest.
Well, you know, see, I miss a meeting, you miss some things in high command. I mean, these things just happen.
I miss it as well. It was in like a
well, listen, I don't think we can compare a fucking meeting organized for fucking 3 weeks or some shit.
I didn't know. Dude, there's like 10 fucking Nopixel fucking channel. There is like 10 fucking Nopixel servers.
It's NM.
Like,
it's NM.
I didn't even fucking know.
That's the worst. It doesn't even have an emblem.
What happened to posting that in like the regular Discord?
I mean,
yeah, that would have been in the high command Discord because I checked that.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Anyways,
not everybody goes to that shit.
This meeting's for the important people. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, that's why I wasn't there.
Exactly. It's we've had 2 meetings in the last like month, I think, in that thing. But the
I didn't even know that Discord was still used.
Like I will say though,
either,
you know, like, yeah, cops have done this, but the last meeting we talked about criminals. The criminals that didn't come also did the exact same shit. People don't come to these fucking meetings and then they meme about the changes and they don't understand the full context of why it changes, and it's fucking irritating to say the least. That's why.
I agree. I agree that it is irritating when people mold on stream. I agree.
The way that Saab put it out, and then the way that you described it, and then the way that DW described it, they're all completely different of this.
It's not. That's probably because it's not complete yet. We need to change some shit for the patch for the rest of it to come out, but it's it'll completely change by then, hopefully. But the biggest change is case laws will be more prevalent. So I know I'm going to do it on my criminal when I think something's like on the borderline of RS or PC or some shit like that. I'm always going to push for a bench trial just to see, you know, what happens and case law can actually be written. But
good, do it.
The problem being is we haven't had this for 8 months. So when the server first started, we had the ones like the casino heist and shit like that. Well, not the heist, the casino fucking shootout, whatever the fuck it was. And there was case laws written, but the judges haven't had this like access or some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck happened. But it stopped after the first month, so
I think what happens is we'll get a lot of judges, and then these judges will take cases, and then people.
You know what, dude? I think you fucked my stream.
What do you mean I fucked your stream?
You should have come on after I talked to Reddit, because now
you have 20K views. You're welcome.
Yeah,
I literally came on here and you shot up to 20K views.
Now that you've we've talked about this though, Reddit is going to agree with you.
I did the same thing to your stream that I did to Rami's stream last fucking week.
They're going to agree with you because Penta took
so
your
you're
side.
welcome. Okay.
There's nobody to argue with now.
See, here's the thing. Everyone wants to fucking bitch and moan about me fucking doing shit to them, but guess what happens when I'm fucking involved? Peak viewership. So what the fuck is there really to be angry about?
I don't think it's so much the peak viewership of being held in, well, I mean, you know, some people will complain about that, but the biggest worry is for everybody and me. Like I said, you know, you will say you quote unquote meme about shit, but when you say shit like that and then someone goes to jail for 3 days, it doesn't look good on anybody's side. And I know it could be
just make a new fucking character. Who gives a shit? Literally, just make
not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that. Come on, that's such a shitty thing to say. Not everybody can do that.
Okay, all right. You know what?
They could, but
you're right.
I honestly, I think
we shouldn't expect people to make new characters.
No. I agree with you. So this is the thing, Penta. Though I agree with a lot of what you say. I agree that people should not be a pussy.
I know that we're on the same page a lot,
but
I know.
The thing is, I see it as the whole community. If the whole community can't do something and it's not going to work properly, then so be it. These days we have 300 people in the server. It's not a 32 slot server, so it's a lot harder to say you have to do this or, you know, fuck off. I think I'm willing to roleplay any type of roleplay. I don't give a shit if it's full content driven. I don't give a shit if it's, you know, full serious, but it needs to work for the entire server needs to be okay with it. And I don't think the entire server wants, like, you know, full harsh penalties and having to get on a different character like SOE.
That has been the problem with RP servers since the beginning of fucking time, is a clash of fucking culture and what people want. And now it's not fucking 32 of us, it's 300 of us.
Yeah.
It's 300 fucking people where each and every fucking, if you asked everyone on the fucking server, define roleplay, everyone would have a different fucking answer. I guarantee it. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. Fuck it. Like, people are always gonna fucking bitch. It doesn't fucking matter, really. But I guess you try to make it as good as possible. I do, and again, I do think it's better for people to go to jail after these convictions. And I was under the impression, the only reason I was upset was because, and I, you know, upset, whatever. But I thought that what they did while these charges were pending didn't fucking matter, and people could just run around with an AK-47 and wipe the cops, and it doesn't matter. No. But now that I know that it will take into, you know, that'll take into consideration with their, actually, this is better because people don't even fucking know they're gonna get fucked.
They're
just gonna get fucked at the end.
That's what I've been saying in the meeting Discord. You should read it.
From what I understand,
this is better. You can just follow people and just fuck them.
Yeah, from what I understand as well, if there is violent felonies committed while on bail, then you're completely fucked on the second charge as well. So it's not really you can get way more time with this, but it forces you to at least and when I say you, I'm not saying you. It forces the prosecutor to make sure that the charges are going to stick. Otherwise, you're good. So there's a balance now in a way. The cops got to either waste their time by investigating the charges to put somebody in and then not get held, or they got to put in the time and it's got to work and they got to get held. So you think to yourself, do I want to waste my time pushing these charges if it's questionable, rather than, okay, this is an easy charge, I'm going to push it, he's going to get 3 days.
I have a question.
Yeah, but it's also going to be like, you know, if they're not found guilty of these charges, like, so will it be a trial for all of these charges, or all of these, you know, alleged charges that happened while the hut was pending?
No, if they do any, if you get caught with drugs and weapons and other shit, you charge them for the shit. They still go to jail for that. The only thing that is processed later is the drug trafficking charge itself. If that makes sense. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That will come into account. I literally
Dude,
typed
Rami,
in the
I don't know why
meeting-
you're talking about
the
me in
meeting
this chat.
Discord.
You can't delete your logs, bud. I know you can delete your VOD when you talk about me, but you can't delete the logs right now. So
Bruh.
I don't know if you want to say this stuff. You can't delete this, boss. You know that,
So
right?
I literally
Listen,
typed in the meeting
listen,
Discord.
listen.
It's all fun and games until people realize these charges are going to stack. It should taper down once this starts happening. And I'm gonna fast track a lot of these cases just so I can have that notion out there. You're gonna get fucked in the end.
I want to start speaking to some Redditors before we get too much.
All right.
Too much into this
I'm
because
gonna go start my birthday stream. So.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, dude.
Oh yeah, hey, thanks guys, appreciate that.
Hey,
have a good birthday.
4
Drink
hours
lots,
late,
man.
you fucker.
But actually, Koil, I got nothing but love for you. I know that maybe clash a little bit here, but
listen.
I think in general,
you're an asshole,
we see
and
eye to
I'm an
eye.
asshole, but
all right, fuck you too then.
We somehow have similar opinions, but like I said, I think as the server owner, I have to see it a little differently.
Server.
That's all.
I understand that. All right. Anyways,
Okay,
have a good
clear
stream.
our
Enjoy talking to the Redditors. It was nice knowing you before you were fucking brain dead. I don't think you're gonna have any brain cells left after this stream. So good luck.
This is the best stream ever. I'm fucking getting ad revenue pumping out ads right now. So
yeah, there you go, baby. Drama views. Let's go.
At least a few thousand today, boys. All right. Pemby or Veg, you guys want to say some